My name's Martin, and a couple of months ago I picked up a 2008 Volkswagen Caddy day van. It had already been converted and was good to go, ready for me to get out and about exploring Scotland. And enjoying the lovely Scottish weather. Okay, this week's been a bit of a write-off, but I put my time to good use tackling some of the van's various issues. Things like the dodgy stereo, the one that still doesn't work right. Now, I watched a guy on YouTube who showed me how to recalibrate it. I thought that might help, so you hold down the map button for about 5 seconds, and then you touch the corners of the screen. Still no joy. So I tried resetting it back to factory settings. That hasn't worked either. Now what I do have are those annoying beeps, which I can't turn off. Never mind. Now the bed. It kind of dawned on me. I've been out and about sleeping in the van. I don't know who slept in this before me, so I thought I'll take the covers off and I'll give them a wash. Believe me when I say, don't do this. This is going to be a massive pain in the backside. Not only to remove the covers off the cushions, it's 10 times more tricky putting the damn things back together afterwards, believe me. While I was working in the back of the van, I thought I'll tackle the rear lights. When I picked this thing up a couple of months ago, there were LEDs glued to the roof, next to the dodgy cut carpet. I'd love to know who fitted that. Did they do it blindfolded? Was it some kind of drunken dare? I got my trusty penknife out and went to town removing the old light strips. I'd picked up a replacement set from a local hardware store. Yeah, not Amazon. Check me out. They kind of work, but there is an issue with them, which we'll discover in just a second. Right, so there's not quite enough LED strip to do the entire van, but it's still pretty cool. So bearing in mind it's still broad daylight outside. How cool's that? Except the bit that's missing. That's not so cool. That is though, that's really cool. Apart from that, the van was treated to some new boots. Well, new to me. Gave it a quick clean inside since I've been putting that off for ages. Then, there was finally a break in the weather, so I decided to venture out. Just south of Aberdeen, about 15 minutes down the road's the town of Stonehaven. It's famous for a couple of things. So I headed to the main car park down at the beachfront and went for a walk with the aim of reaching Dunnotar Castle. Don't go nicking the shingles, don't be tempted. When I was a kid, I was in the Scouts and we used to stay here pretty regularly. It's up for sale at the moment, but unless I win the lottery, I don't think I'll be splashing out for it. You cross the street from Jubilee Court, you're basically in the harbour, and the walk to Dunnotar Castle begins. Starts off quite steep as you make your way up onto Burvey Brae, but I know the view's going to be worth it at the end. like the COVID days. You only take cards, mate. I've got a horrible feeling I'm soon going to regret being so cheery about the stairs. Right, so we've done the 100 stairs of doom. The problem being, made it to Dunnotar Castle, and it's shut. Do that again. If you do enter, you got a jail cell. To be fair, we knew we were cutting it fine for time, and we'll come back another time. For now, we're starting to get peckish. Let's head back into town and get something to eat. Why do we think this was a good idea? I don't think a deep fried Mars bar is quite going to cut it. We'd seen plenty of signs in the pubs on the walk out of town saying they were fully booked for the night. But we managed to get a table, grabbed a burger, and then after dinner headed back towards the car park, past the birthplace of Robert Thomson. Who knew? He was born next to some old manky exhausts. Learn something every day. There's a couple of things you've got to do if you're ever visiting Stonehaven. You've got to go for a chipper, and afterwards you've got to go past Aunt Betty's for the ice cream. If they ask if you want toppings, just say yes. You'll thank me for it another time. You've also got to hope it doesn't melt within 10 seconds, mind you. Just along the coast, you've got the wee fishing village of Cowie. We wandered along there to try and catch the sunset. Right, so we parked just down there in the town centre and used my ice cream to direct here. We walked all the way along the beach, up past the War Memorial, and thank you ice cream, round the corner towards Dunnotar again. That's a hell of a walk. Try to work out what that rattling is, it just dawned on me. Curtain rails in the back. Anyway, that was Stonehaven. If you haven't been, highly recommend it. It's got some pretty decent chippers. And if you want ice cream, there's always Aunt Betty. Not to be confused with the Yorkshire Pudding woman. They are two separate people entirely. Anyway, listen, thanks for checking out the video and I'll catch you in the next one.